Hello everybody and welcome to a new episode of Transfermarkt TV. My name is Casper Pop.
And my name is Trevor Evans, and together we're going to be bringing you the latest news, rumours and transfers from across the world of football. Even though the main transfer window has closed, there's still an opportunity to sign some players before the 16th of October. So, on that note, let's start with the completed deals. And who says all footballers are motivated by money? That is certainly not the case for Robinho, who's returned to his boyhood club of Santos in a deal that will see him taking home a staggering £200 per month. The now 36-year-old made headlines in 2008 as Manchester City's statement signing from Real Madrid in a then-record £38 million deal. During his time in the Premier League, he played 41 games, scoring 14 and assisting 8. And Beckham is familiar with the benefits of brotherly dynamics in the team. Seeing the success of the Neville brothers at United, he's moved to link up the Higuain brothers in Miami, following up on the signing of Gonzalo from Juventus with that of Federico from DC United. Federico is 3 years older at 35 and already a success in the MLS with 61 goals in 217 games. How will they combine up top after 15 years apart remains to be seen, but Gonzalo has already set the tone with a stunning free kick on the weekend against Red Bull New York. And our last one for this week, West Ham have completed the signing of Craig Dawson from Watford on a season-long loan. The experienced centre-back, 30 years old, brings bags of experience at this level and is known for contributing at the other end of the pitch too, with 14 Premier League goals to his name. Fun fact, Dawson will be representing his third different team that begins with the letter W in the Premier League. Maybe next year, Wolves will be after him. Also on his way to West Ham, potentially, is Algerian winger Saïd Benrahma, who could be the next Brentford player to make the step up to the Premier League from the Championship for big money. Following in the footsteps of Ollie Watkins, Benrahma is linked with a move to West Ham in a deal worth £25 million. During his time at Brentford, he played 94, scored 30 and assisted 27, which is pretty good form, and he also bagged 17 last year in particular. And we also have news just in that Manchester City have allowed Patrick Roberts to return to Middlesbrough on loan for the season. Patrick Roberts is 23-year-old attacking winger, bags of potential, but he's not quite fulfilled it yet. But maybe another spell at the Championship will convince Manchester City to give him a go in the first team or sell him on next year.
So, Trevor, did you catch the match at the weekend?
I caught most of it. I didn't watch all of it, I must admit. But I saw some moments of enjoyment and some really
at least some
spells.
yeah.
So it's enough to tune in and watch, and particular highlights was Lukaku winning the penalty,
Definitely
on that right hand side against Eric Dyer, burned him for pace and then
that was a really good time. I really enjoyed that one, but you could see him from behind. He was dribbling and going for the left side and then put it on the right. Really strong shot.
The way that Rashford finished the penalty as well. The way
39 minutes,
he strikes the ball is very clean, knuckleball or whatever it's called, but such power and direction is very, very impressive.
Really enjoyed that one. So, but I think it's like the first half was pretty bad by England. So, and especially when Dyer did the defending for Lukaku in the 60-minute, that was like not like on a level at this stage, you know.
I guess it's because of the stage of the season we're at. It's very early. It's almost like a friendly atmosphere. Not too many fans, or no fans in this case. Some international games had fans, but not the England game due to coronavirus.
No one allowed at Wembley.
Exactly. But I mean, it was an interesting clash as well. England being the most expensive team per se, and then Belgium being
the highest ranked.
So whether that will remain after this, I'm not sure how the coefficient rankings work. But I don't think England will jump up to first place just yet.
That's true. But you could see like in the second half, England was a lot better. They went a lot more. They put a lot of pressure on.
They're an exciting team. It's cool. But they were missing Sancho. But then Belgium were missing Hazard, etc. So it's tit for toe. But definitely. It's exciting. It's good.
So Mertens was missing and Courtois was missing.
Both teams had a lot of players missing. But the game was entertaining. But England won.
So we were like really lucky for the second goal, like in the 64th minute. It was just like the deflected ball.
Mason Mount strike. I don't think we can get too excited about his finishing qualities from that. But he can score goals. Yes. But that was just lucky. And Simon Mignolet in goal. I think he's still in goal for that one. He'll probably get the blame somehow. He always seems to be that goalkeeper.
But it's not easy to see because it was like really deflected. So I'm not sure about that.
You let him off.
I'll let him off.
Okay, cool.
I will let him off.
I'll let him off.
So, but we'll see what's going on tomorrow evening. There's England hosting Denmark, and Belgium will go to Iceland. So,
I'd rather.
Nation League is going on.
I always wanted to go to Iceland. Maybe I should.
Maybe it's an opportunity.
After the lockdown, maybe.
All right, yeah. That's it so far for the first topic, and now we're coming to 5 players that are free agents still.
Yeah, we wanted to bring out. There's a lot of players that are still looking for a club. The transfer window may have closed, but up until the 16th of October, loan deals and free transfer and stuff can still take place. So a few in particular that we are quite excited about, and the first one being Jack Wilshere. So he's still a young guy. He's 28 years old. He was at his boyhood club, West Ham United, after being released by Arsenal. He's plagued by injuries. Market value is still 4.8 million euros. Any idea where he's going to end up?
Maybe going to the Rangers. I heard some rumours about that.
I saw in the news yesterday, Xavi, the former Barcelona legend, saying that Wilshere should learn and go to Rangers. So
yeah,
I think that would be a good deal, a good arrangement for him.
I think so. He might be scoring then again because he was not scoring even 1 goal in the last season for West Ham.
He just makes things happen.
Yeah.
Either that or the MLS. But yeah, Jack Wilshere is right up there. Former England international, still a few years on his career that he can still play for. Next up, though, another former England international.
Danny Welbeck. So, and he's on this market value 5.5 million euros still. The 29-year-old recently played for Watford, but he did not score in the last 2 seasons.
He scored an absolute screamer with a season restart. He scored an overhead kick. It was one of the best goals, I think, in the restart. He shows he can still do it. He's had injury problems too. Former Arsenal player, seems to be a curse of Arsenal, where the former England players are being made free agents afterwards, or maybe they peak at Arsenal, I'm not sure. But Brighton are supposedly interested in him, and he could be a very good option there. And he can still do it. He's 29. He's still got 3-4 years left in his tank.
But I got a really lucky restart for him then. Not scoring and then making this wonderful goal.
He can still score. He can still score. He can still score. I'm pretty sure he can still do it, especially in the Premier League. And next up, another England.
Daniel Sturridge.
Yeah, Daniel Sturridge. He's a Champions League winner. When he's on fire, he can really do it. Played for Chelsea, Man City. He's a trainee there before went to Chelsea. Liverpool. More recently, though, he's at Trabzonspor.
Yeah, he's been playing the last season for Trabzonspor, scoring 4 goals or something about that.
Had not that much. Too much game time.
No, 18 matches or something.
Follow him on Instagram. It's my guilty pleasure. Follow footballers on Instagram. A little bit sad. And he always seems to be working out. So I think he's in shape. I think he's fit and ready to go.
He definitely is. He
deserves a chance. He's on Football Manager. I always have him as my pinpoint striker, and he bangs them in, so I'm confident he's going to do it. And apparently into Miami, so he might be linking up with Gonzalo Higuain.
That would be interesting to see.
Front three of the Higuain, Sturridge.
Yeah.
So we need to think of instead of, was it SSS, Sturridge, Suarez and Sterling at Liverpool?
Yes.
We need another acronym.
But we've got, so we're going to see what's going to happen. So next one on the list is Nathaniel Klein.
Another former Liverpool player, right back, who was like a staple in Jurgen Klopp's team when he first arrived at Anfield, but got injured. Then there's the emergence of Trent Alexander-Arnold, who, you can't take him out of the team at the moment.
That was pretty bad.
So Nathaniel Klein's been pushed out. He went on loan to
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth last season, relegated. I don't know how many games he played per se.
14. It was like 14 matches that he was on the pitch.
Still a market value of 8 million euros, 29 years old. He's training with Crystal Palace at the moment, and Bordeaux are also interested in making him their new fullback. So good luck to him. Former England international, really good player.
Really love him. He's a good one.
Out of favour at the moment.
Yeah. So, and the next one that we have for you, last but not least, Mario Balotelli, still worth 3 million euros.
Controversial figure, can do it, score goals, but you need to have a manhandler for him.
Yeah, definitely.
Babysitter.
It's like, pretty much. So it's like, as a player, I really like him, but as a public figure, it's like, I'm not that big fan of him. It's just like always staring up some.
Why always me, right?
Yeah, definitely. So, but he's 30 years old. Just played the last season.
30 years old, 3 million valuation. Brescia, Genoa are interested, so let's see. let's see what happens with him.
All right, so, and that's it so far. The next thing that we have for you are the rumours. So we're going to be starting right away with Bayer Leverkusen. They have been rocked by a serious injury to new signing Santiago Arias. Arias, 28, only recently joined the German club on a season on loan deal from Atletico Madrid. But he suffered a horror injury while on national team duty with Colombia. He could now miss 6 months of action. It leaves Bayer with a shortfall at right back and exploring their options. Free agent Antonio Valencia is one of the names being considered by club management. Former Manchester United man Valencia would be allowed to join Bayer outside the transfer window. And here we have a quick overview. He's like 35 years old and still has a market value of 3.2 million euros. Jerome Boateng was a key member of the Bayern Munich team that recorded a triplet trophy triumph last season. The defender has enjoyed quite a few successful seasons during his 9-year stint at Allianz Arena, though not as historical as the 2019-20 campaign. When asked for his next direction, he hinted at the Major League Soccer as an option, as he would love to experience another culture. And staying at Bayern Munich, per a new report from Bild, David Alaba has agreed to stay at Bayern Munich at least through next summer, when his contract is set to expire. Of course, Bayern has been trying to negotiate a contract extension with Alaba, but a club is not prepared to meet the salary demands. Alaba's agent Pini Zahavi has been asking the club for 25 million per year, while they're only prepared and willing to offer 11 million plus additional 6 million in premiums, though the poker goes on. Going down south to the French capital, a former Serie A coach is the favourite to replace Thomas Tuchel at PSG, claim RMC Sport, but it's Thiago Motta rather than Max Allegri. Tuchel took his team to the Champions League final in August, but they have stuttered so far this season, and the tactician openly clashed with the director Leonardo over transfer strategy. It's rumoured an exit could well be imminent, and until now, former Juventus boss Allegri has been considered most likely alternative, with Mauricio Pochettino also of interest. However, RMC Sport in France now point towards Thiago Motta as the main candidate instead. The new Barcelona manager Koeman has confirmed that Liverpool's Gini Wijnaldum is on his list as he looked to add a second Dutchman to his squad in the summer. With the former Netherlands manager charged with overseeing a summer of big change, Wijnaldum was one of those expected to make the move to Catalonia as Liverpool pursued a deal for Thiago. Ultimately, Thiago joined the Reds as a teammate of Wijnaldum rather than a replacement, but the number 5 is still likely to leave within the next year as he plays out the final months of his contract. And now some news, last but not least, from Man City. The Daily Mail and Calciomercato agree that Inter Milan seems interested in Sergio Aguero of Man City. The 32-year-old contract expires next year, so the City striker will soon be able to hold concrete talks. So as we have been talking about Sergio Aguero and the Premier League, people who want to watch the Premier League in the next season could face pretty high charges, right?
In the UK, at least, the rights holders of BT Sports and Sky Sports have announced this new innovative package where you can pay per game. So fans have been talking about it for a while. It's now happening. It's only for games outside of the existing package anyway. So if it wasn't already going to be televised, then it's going to be £15 extra.
£15 extra. That's a lot of money. So if you even think about it, in Germany, it's not that expensive. It's like 17 or 19 euros, something in between for Sky Sports. But in England, it's like at least 55 quid every month.
Yeah, it's going to be pricey, and that's what the fans are unhappy about. But, I mean, at the same time, it wouldn't be available otherwise, so people wouldn't be able to watch it. When they go to the game, the tickets are about, especially in the Premier League, 50 plus. That's just for the ticket without even travel and beer, etc.
And like getting there somehow.
So it's a I don't know, it's a catch-22 really, and people can choose to watch them. You don't have to watch every game, but it's an opportunity to watch the games without being in the stadium.
And even supporting the teams. It's not set who's getting the money,
right? An
right?
option would be like buddy up. I don't know what the lockdown rules are at the moment with bubbles, etc. But you could buddy up. If you've got a friend, take it in turns, 3 or 4 friends, one game per week.
And they can split it either way.
The other guys just bring the beer, right?
Yeah.
Bring the beer and the snacks. One guy pays for the ticket, and away you go.
Maybe that's the way. So,
yeah, well, coronavirus permitting, of course.
Yeah, definitely. So, and we've been staying now. We're staying in the Premier League, right?
We're on a Premier League theme right now, that's right.
Yeah. So, and we're going to bring you the latest market value update of the Premier League. So, who went up and who went down is what we're going to have a look at.
And Phil Foden has been the biggest riser. So, he's seized his opportunity with David Silva leaving, and Pep Guardiola is finally playing Phil Foden within the first team. So he's had a market value increase of 20 million euros.
To 60 million, right?
And he's not disappointing either. He's been playing really well, getting involved with the goals, and it's really exciting to see him start to shine. Next up, Son of Tottenham has led the charge. He's been scoring goals, creating goals, and an all-round performer up top. He's been doing his magic, and that's seen an increase in value of 11 million euros up to 75.
Because that's like the thing, I can remember when he was playing for Hamburg Sports Club years ago.
Oh, wow.
And he was not that good player, but he's just got amazing.
That's it. He's quite the performer now, especially last year when Tottenham were without Kane and other striking options. Son himself was injured, but he's chipped in and scored those goals.
Next up is Alisson, the Liverpool goalkeeper, who was like in the last quarter, I guess he was like at the end of the season, was playing pretty well when he was on the pitch. And conceded,
at the moment, and Adrian's been deputising for him and conceded 7 against. Who did he play against? Aston Villa.
Aston Villa was like, that was horrible.
But yeah, it's torturous. But Alisson's seen his value increase by 8 million euros, and Liverpool will be glad to get him back, that's for sure.
Definitely, because he is definitely the number one.
Another Brazilian who's seen an 8 million euro increase in his value is Everton attacker, midfielder, striker, all-round superstar, I guess, in the making, is Richarlison. He's shining under Ancelotti's new regime, and he's been scoring goals and assisting goals at will with James Rodriguez.
And he's a world playmaker. I think he's putting a really big value to the whole team.
Yeah, he's a team player.
Definitely.
And unfortunately, there are some downward spirals too, and Dele Alli is one of those who's seen his value drop, not just drop, but plummeted.
12 million euros.
12 million euros. He's not been playing too much, and he's fallen out of favour with Mourinho and Tottenham, and there was talk of him going to Paris Saint-Germain on loan, but that didn't quite happen. So he's staying, he's fighting for his place, and his market value has dropped.
Another one who went down that we've been talking about before is Sergio Aguero, who's been in the last matches not been as good as in the last season, where he was like really one of the playmakers at Man City. So we could see his value dropping by at least 10 million to 42 million euros.
Kante at Chelsea has seen his position the first team challenged by Jorginho last year and Kovacic, which has seen his market value drop as well. So he's dropped by 10 million euros to 70 million. Still an expensive asset, but in recent games he's been seeing a bit more game time. Rumours of him going to Manchester United, but he's staying put in Chelsea, and let's see how much game time he gets this season.
And the last on the list is AUBAMEYANG, who just extended his contract for Arsenal. Big money contract, right?
Money, he's become one of the top earners at the club, and I think the only contributing factor to his drop in market value is his age. He's scoring goals, he's a main player, club captain.
He was top scorer last season, so he dropped by 6 million, from 56 million to 50 million now, his new market value.
Cool, so they're the highlights, but we also have a top 11 to go through with you as well. So we're going to start in goal. We've already covered him. Alisson from Liverpool, big increase there, up to 80 million euros. Partnered by Van Dijk from Liverpool, also 80 million, and Laporte from Manchester City
for 60 million.
4 out of the 5 from Liverpool here. Alexander-Arnold and Robertson left and right.
And in the middle, we have Kevin De Bruyne on the left side, 120 million, and Kai Havertz, new at Chelsea, for 81 million. Up there on the right side with him, Sadio Mane, 120 million, and on the left side, Raheem Sterling, also for Man City, for 128 million.
Also the most valued player within the 11 as well is Raheem Sterling. And up top we have Harry Kane and Mo Salah, tied 120 million euros each. So let's see who comes out on top at the end of this season.
That's a lot of money on that pitch, mate.
Yeah, I might go home and recreate this team on FIFA or something later and see how I get on.
It's like 1.09 billion.
$1.
Ridiculous.
let's see if the valuation turns into results on the pitch.
We will see, yeah, at least. Hopefully Harry Kane won't be injured too long. So this is Transfermarkt TV for now. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. If you want to have to say something, just leave a comment below.
Like, comment, share.
Subscribe.
Feedback, subscribe.
Yes.
Discussion ideas for next week's show, let us know. Have a great weekend, guys. Take it easy.
Bye-bye.